It is Storm Tracker sweater time. I'm tracking the first major snowstorm of the season coming into Maine. 6 to 12 inches away from the coastline. Heavy bands of snow coming in. You're going to see at the coast a real tough time accumulating snow. I expect it to fall, but not accumulate that much because of the warm air coming in this afternoon with that east wind. But once you get up into the foothills and you get up to Lewis and Auburn, head up to Augusta, significant accumulation. Storm Tracker radar. Storm taking shape over West Virginia now. There's the L. Moisture streams north, and the storm intensifies once it gets into the Gulf of Maine. Not a true nor'easter. We're not going to have the very strong northeasterly wind, but much like a nor'easter, there are some components here. Rain and snow becoming heavy today into tonight. 1 to 2 inches per hour snowfall. Heavy wet snow is going to cause power outages away from the coastline where that snow is going to get on the branches, and even without a high wind, it's still going to be a lot of weight on those limbs. Rain and snow becoming heavy, really middle of the day into the afternoon south, and then moving up north and east with that wind picking up along the coastline to 25 miles an hour. Temperatures are going to be generally at the coast 40s, where we'll have a tough time accumulating snow, but inland it will be cold enough, and you're going to have that snowflake pull down the cold air from the sky. Gale warning is up for the Mariners. Here's a satellite picture. Overcast sky all day. Storm approaches from the south. Rain at the coast. Snow inland. Once again, it will snow at the coast. It's not going to accumulate all that much. At most, it'll be slushy. Rain and snow midday through tonight. And this storm ends early on Friday. It's going to be pushing up into the county. There'll be some snow bands up in the county Friday, middle of the day. But everyone else dries out very quickly as the storm exits northeast, much like a nor'easter, heading up into the Canadian Maritimes, and it's gone and out of here. Here's the forecast. 1 to 3 inches in the white, so a place just outside of Sanford, interior York County, and then it jumps to 3 to 6 once you get to Ellsworth, Machias, Eastport, are going to be just on that line of that 1 to 3, and then 3 to 6 northwest of that. So it is going to be a significant snowfall amount, a major snowstorm for sure. Precip trend, so you take the snow and the rain, all that precip, we melt it all down, and you've got a coastal hugger track, so an inch solid of precip outside of the Boundary Plateau and outside of the northwest corner of Aroostook County. So a good solid helping for the drought as that wind comes on shore and it picks up just a bit, especially along the coastline is where the wind is going to be greatest. So less wind in the mountains, but you're going to have more snow, obviously, with that ratio. 33 Thanksgiving today into Friday, Black Friday, and then much colder next week. Temperatures are going to be struggling in the mountains to get anywhere close to the 20s or freezing. Inland, 37, 42, 39, and then next week we don't get above freezing away from the coastline. At the coastline, we'll make a run for the freezing mark and get just above that next week. But I got to tell you, as we get close to next weekend, it's going to be incredibly cold. Even the coast, seeing those lows in the low 20s and teens at the coast. Here's a little picture of that going into the next several days for the temperature. Big cold snap coming next week. A run for 0 degrees north in the county. See those colors popping up. With teens at the coast. This is for next weekend, not this weekend. In your 10-day forecast, we get into Saturday of next week. So it's going to be quite chilly for sure. Here's a snapshot of that. Single digits to teens. So incredibly chilly. Nothing we can't handle. This is Maine, but it just has been so warm. And by the way, there's going to be crippling lake effect snow over the Great Lakes. We're talking about cold air going over warm lakes. So if you know anyone in the Great Lakes or traveling to the Great Lakes in the next several days, maybe think about changing your plans. Crippling amount of snow in the measurement of several feet coming to the Great Lakes the next several days with that cold air going over those lakes that are certainly not frozen yet. Thank you for watching Jason Nappy Weather. Have a great day.